giving the town of Gilbert some issues hooking up the water and sewer. Otherwise, yeah. What's going on? I suppose they are going the speed limit, the construction zone speed limit. I was going a little above that, hence I caught up to them easy. Kinda wish I knew if that went through. But while we're going slow here, yeah, I'll be had the bike for about a year now, almost 2,900 miles. It's pretty much exactly what I wanted out of something that is more for just running around than actually being a everyday all things kind of motorcycle. It's 2 wheels, which is awesome. It's quick enough for where I'm at this stage of my life. Quicker than a lot of cars. Probably good for 120, 125 miles an hour, which is from the riding that I've been doing. That's the word I want. It's, to me, that top speed will be gearing limited, not power. So I think if Kawasaki had gone a little bit taller on the gearing, the claimed 51 horsepower or whatever it's got is more than enough for 125 or 130. But yeah, let's see. I've obviously got the display on the that white setting instead of the black setting. Switch it up from time to time. Easy to do. I've got a video that shows you how to do that, but basically the button down here on the right, you just press and hold it, and in a few seconds it'll flip back and forth from white to black or black to white. The white is probably a bit bright for like nighttime, so that'd certainly be something you might want to flip back and forth. Let's see. Yeah, the bike is fantastic. I do like cruising along and seeing 75 miles to the gallon or so. And I'm just taking it easy. It's nice to see the big fuel economy numbers, and then when you're caning it, you obviously don't care. Otherwise, if you cared, you wouldn't be caning the bike. But yeah, 6th gear, 50 miles an hour, steady throttle, 80 miles to the gallon. Pretty amazing. And then yeah, in a couple 3 weeks I'll make an appointment for my next oil change. I know Kawasaki recommends like you know, every 7,500 miles or something like that, but at least with something like this, I'm still kind of a once a year. You know, it's, you know, cheap insurance maintenance, I suppose. But yeah, keep this for a while. I know we do plan on retiring in a couple of years, and at some point I imagine we'll downgrade to one vehicle. So maybe when it's time for a new vehicle and we just trade both vehicles in for one, then maybe I'll get something else, something different. I guess I have no idea what that might be. Once in a while it would be nice to have a little more get up and go. So maybe Kawasaki will finally get around to redoing their Ninja 650. You know, turn it into a Ninja 750 to keep up with the R7, Suzuki's GSX 8. You know, maybe then I'll get one of those. Otherwise, I do like everything about this. It's fun, it's frugal. I like all the stuff that came with the SE version. You know, I don't want to spend anybody's money, but I would either buy the base bike and, you know, without ABS, save your money, you know, $5,300, $5,400, whatever that is. Or I would, you know, and then if you want one of the KRT paint schemes or whatever might be out, you know, spend a couple $100 for that. Otherwise, I'd, you know, just skip right to the SE, which has ABS and the fancy TFT display, the keyless ignition. I just keep the fob in my pocket, you know, just like most cars nowadays. The taller windscreen, you know, again, for how I use this thing, little extra wind protection and stuff is not a bad thing. It does come with the rear seat cowl. Since I don't have passengers, that's on all the time. I did buy the taller driver's seat. Adds about an inch more legroom. You know, for being 55 and 6 feet tall or so, the little less bend in my knees is a good thing. I suppose I could have checked out Corbin or Sargent, or I don't know who else makes motorcycle seats nowadays, but you know, another half inch or so might even be even more welcome. And what's kind of interesting, since it raises, you know, your butt a little bit higher, it does kind of rotate you forward a little bit, so it's got a slightly more aggressive stance to it, and slightly is definitely the word to use there. You know, it's still not a full-on hardcore, you know, sport bike. Anyway, that was a quick little circle, run around. New lens, stamps are going up. What else? Yeah. Warranty recall for the 2024s. Ninja 500, Z500. Trying to think if they put this engine and stuff in, engine, transmission, and anything else, but anyway, have a good day, ride safe, and until next time, GoPro, stop recording.